Are you using project-based learning in your classroom? Here are 3 GLAD strategies that can support students as they research, design, and develop solutions to real-world challenges. The first strategy is observation charts. Observation charts are a great way to get students curious about real-world problems that need solutions. Be selective in the picture file cards you choose for these observation charts. Choose photos that show problems around the world. These photos will spark interest and curiosity for your students. As students do a gallery walk with their team with the observation charts, they will work with their team to make observations, ask questions, and form predictions about the pictures. Observation charts are a wonderful way to kick off a unit leading into project-based learning. The second strategy is the inquiry chart. Once students have determined a topic or a topic has been assigned to them, try using the inquiry chart. This strategy gets students ready for the scientific process and thinking. You'll start off with the left side of the chart. You'll list out student hypotheses about the real-world problem. On the right side of the chart will be an opportunity for students to ask questions related to the topic. The inquiry chart can be utilized with gradual release of responsibility and can be done as a whole class, then as a team, and then as an individual leading into a research project. The third strategy is the exploration report. The exploration report can be used with picture file cards or realia that you have in the classroom. At the top of your exploration report, be sure to put in your real-world problem you'd like students to focus on. Students will then use the materials to make an observation, question, and prediction as a team. In this next clip, you'll see a demonstration of the exploration report leading into a project-based learning unit. So now what we're going to do is, when I say the signal word with the photo you chose, you're going to do 3 things. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to make an observation. Everyone touch next to your eye and say observation. Ready? Observation. So you're going to look at the photo and discuss with your team, what do we see in the photo? The second thing we're going to do is we're going to ask questions. Everyone say that with me. Ask questions. Make a question mark in the air. Ready? Ask questions. So as a team, you're going to look at your photo and you're going to create a question. What are you wondering about this photo? And the last thing you're going to do is you're going to form a prediction. Everyone put your hand like this, like you're looking off into the future, and say prediction. Ready? Prediction. Wonderful. Thank you to this team right here. They're doing the hand gestures. They're focused. So for your prediction, you can do one of 2 things. You can either predict what do you think happened next after the photo was taken, or you can make a prediction for the question you asked. So if you asked a question, you can make a prediction. What do you think the answer is? Okay? When I say the signal word, you'll only have 1 minute to make your observation, ask your question, and form a prediction. And make sure that everyone in your team knows the observation, question, and prediction, because we're going to be earning some team points when we put our information on the chart. All right? Our signal word is extinction. Say and do that with me. Extinction. What's our observation? What do we see?
I see a seal. And the sea is endangered.
All right, and what are we wondering about this photo? What questions do we have?
Endangered.
Is it endangered? And what's our prediction? Do we think it's endangered?
I think the seal is building.
Oh, awesome. Wow, thank you to teams. I saw a lot of cooperation happening with teams to help us think of what our observation, questions, and predictions are about our photos that relates to endangered species. So I'm going to check in with the team. I saw a team that was showing cooperation because they were making sure that all team members were looking at the photo and having a discussion. And I saw this team here. This is red team. So red team, you're going to get the opportunity to earn some team points, and we're going to talk about your photo. So I'm going to pull a number, and based on the number, the person I choose is going to be the spokesperson, okay? So the spokesperson, you're just going to share the information. Your team is actually the one who's going to remind you what the information is, and then you'll share out for your group and earn some team points. So let me choose a number. Person number 1. So teach me your name. Teach me your name. Roy? Roy. Okay, so Roy, you're going to be our spokesperson, and that means friends, our team members. You're going to remind Roy what you talked about in the photo. So look at your photo, and Roy, tell us what your team's observation is. What did your team see or observe in the photo?
The seal is endangered.
Okay. And thank you to, I see orange team, they're showing a lot of respect and cooperation to make sure that they're focused on red team because there's a spokesperson. So right now we should be showing respect to this team. Okay, and Roy, what question? What was your team wondering about this photo?
Wondered the seal is sinking.
It's a great question. All right, and what was your team's prediction? Did your team think that the seal is sinking?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Great, and you know what? This team, did you all talk about the photo together?
Yeah.
Everyone contributed? You all were showing cooperation with your team. I'll hold on to that. So red team is our first team to earn 5 team points. I know, it's a big deal. Everyone say, congrats, red team. Say it with me. Congrats, red team. And we're all going to get an opportunity to earn some team points. So let's put their photo right here. The rest of the teams, you're going to hold on to your photos, and we're going to add information to this. This is something we can put in our research center so we can continue researching all the information about endangered species. These strategies are a great way to get students exploring and thinking about problems in the world. The next time you teach a PBL unit, try using the observation charts, inquiry chart, and exploration report to enhance student learning.